Thank you so much. We are so honored that you have been a speaker for this Green Ideas Pro Summit, Virtual Summit 2024. And also, thank you so much for promoting the banner in the background. So, so before you start your presentation, I would like to introduce to our audience about you. So after that, later you can start your presentation. Okay.
Great.
So yes, so Janice Renee Skifner is here right now. So welcome Janice Renee on the stage. So she's a three times a number one international best-selling author who was inducted into the prestigious Who is Who in America for 2022 to 2023. Additionally, she was selected for inclusion into the Motivation and Success Hall of Fame in 2022 and awarded Outstanding Motivational Female Writer of the Year by Every Woman TV in 2023. She has been a President's Club achiever multiple times during her tenure in both the telecom and print industries. She is currently a commercial sales market manager that oversees three states that is an expert in leveling up sales professionals to become the most successful versions of themselves that they can be. Jan shares her inspiring journey, success secrets, and key actions that she continues to draw inspiration from to keep moving forward. She freely shares with others her lessons learned and what she has found to be instrumental in bringing her best self to each glorious new day. She is now a sought after guest for broadcast, televisions, radio shows, and magazine articles for her insights on the power of positivity, optimism, overcoming obstacles, and ever persevering while keeping an attitude of gratitude along the way. When not working, you may find Jan traveling the globe, spending time in her gardens, or restoring one of her 100-year-old homes with her faithful manner, Olivia Wilde at her side. So that was really a great presentation introduction for Janice Renee. So yes, Jani, can you start your presentation, or do you want me to share our presentation from our side?
Please,
Okay,
if you could share it.
yeah, just give me a moment, okay?
Hi, everyone. Beautiful. Here we go. Good morning. I am so very honored and thrilled to be here. I am speaking from Seattle, Washington. I am delighted and want to thank WIN Conferences for the inclusion. And I'd also like to thank the delightful Melinda Roy, who has answered every question I've come up with along this way. And I'm so appreciative um, to be here this morning. I really pondered about what I was going to speak about today, and I have different topics that I relatively often speak about. But this morning, for this particular event, I really wanted to talk about what I needed to do in my own journey to become successful. And I hope that it will provide some insights and inspiration to others on their own journey. If we could go to the next slide. When Melinda read my introduction, it was very humbling and something I wanted to share with women that are new to business or want to continue to grow along the way is this is my legacy. But it didn't start this way. It was a blank page when I started. So I don't want younger women to ever be intimidated or underconfident or just realize that you're on a journey and that it's taken me 25 years to have all the different accolades, awards, and titles under my name. But just pause and enjoy your own very special journey and just keep going no matter what. That's probably the best advice that I can give you. Slide 3, please. What I'll share with you today includes the following: growing at work as an individual, how you determine your very important why, understanding the power of intention, assisting you with resources that help you retrain your brain should you need to, and believing, receiving, and achieving is my motto. And I try to follow that up always with gratitude for anything I've achieved and then giving back. Next slide. Knowing your why. If there is one foundational piece to becoming successful, it's understanding why you get up in the morning and why you keep going even when the going gets hard. For me, as a single mom, I wanted to provide for my son and myself. I wanted us to have a good life, a rich life, one that was full of experiences. And I wanted him to be confident and be proud of the mother that he had. And I wanted to be proud of myself and develop my own path to success and enjoy the journey along the way. Next slide, please. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. And I also love the Yoda quote, try not do, there is no try, or Nike's just do it. Just quit talking and start doing. Your actions will speak much louder and take you much further than your words. Next slide, please. Self-assessment. You really need to be introspective and determine what you want to do and who you want to be. There are things that have helped me along the way. I started out creating a small vision board that I put pictures on that I cut out from magazines. Well, that has grown. I got much fancier, bought one that was made by, I believe, Jack Canfield, and it was very elaborate and gold and pretty. But I've expanded that even further. If you could see the room I'm in now, this entire room is a vision board. I have a world map on one wall. I have all of my goals that I set up last year. And at the end of each year, I take a look at them. And what was really exciting for me and what continues to be is that even though I set very lofty goals, inevitably, I will be able to check off almost all of them. In fact, this year I checked off all but one, and that is certainly at the top of the list for this year. So what do you really want to do? And are you ready now? If you're not ready, what can you do to prepare? And if you don't know what that is, find someone that has qualities, attributes, a level of success that you want to achieve, and ask them. You don't have to do this alone. We're so fortunate to live in an age of Google. You can find out just about anything on Google. Do you need more information or training? One of the things I'm proud of is, as a single parent, I had not graduated from college. I continued to go back to school. Now, you have so many resources available. You can go online, you can take classes. I had to drive to another town. It sounds like, when kids say I had to walk in the snow to get to school, but it was arduous. But over time, again, while I didn't finish it in 1 year or 2 years, when you look back 10 years later, it was complete. I graduated from the prestigious Foster School of Business at the University of Washington. But it was just that you just keep going, you just keep trying. Success doesn't have to be a straight line. Sometimes it veers from left to right. But if your goal is important enough to you, you'll just keep going no matter what. Catapults for me, again, I already mentioned it. Who do you know in this role? Google someone, find out. Most people are very flattered that you want to learn from them or ask them a question. Things like LinkedIn give you wonderful resources to find people in roles that you'd like to have, to connect with them and see what they say or post. Also, if you really want to be found, take a look at someone that's in a role that you want to have and see what their key words are on LinkedIn. And then make sure you have the skills and attributes so that you can include those keywords on your own profile on LinkedIn so that recruiters can find you. Polish up your resume. And again, I am so grateful for LinkedIn. I had been in the telecommunications industry for 20 years, and a recruiter found me from the print industry. And I thought, this is so out of my wheelhouse. I have no idea if this would be a good fit. And I took a leap of faith, and it has been a journey of absolute joy. It's 11 years later. I've been thriving. I've been to President's Club a couple of times. I'm on track to go again this year in Italy. Can't wait. And throughout whatever you're doing, remember your value and be confident. There's no other you. You have special gifts. You don't have to be exactly like someone else, but you want to be the very best you can be. And this is also your own race. You don't want to compare yourself or compete with anyone. Just be your best self each and every day. One thing I always like to reflect on, and it's been a lesson I've had to learn in my own life, is that there are studies that have shown that women are less likely to apply for a job unless they think they can check off each and every box that job requires. Men are much better about saying, you know what, I'm going to go for it. They'll train me. Don't sit back. If there's something you want to go for, raise your hand. Make sure that you throw your hat in the ring. You might be exactly what will make a difference at your organization. So be brave, be bold, and put your hand up. If you don't, the guy next to you will. Feedback. Really learn to love it. Next slide, please. Practice helps. Pause. Take time to reflect. If it hurts, be willing to take a look at that. Sometimes when it hurts, it's true, and it might be something to work on. Get used to it. What will happen if you really do take that feedback to heart? Is it a change that will help propel you into new areas of expertise or a new position within your organization? One-on-ones, be prepared. Anticipate items for discussion and review them before you talk to whoever you're reporting to or group you're reporting to. I always prepare for those. I really try to anticipate what questions might come up and have answers for them. Again, remember your value and appreciate the value in the conversation. I was highly sensitive to feedback when I first got in business, and now I welcome it and I say thank you frequently. Next slide, please. Keep your head in the game without burning out. If you're pushing yourself to the limit and you're doing all you can to get better and you're volunteering for things above and beyond your job in order to climb the ladder, get your mind ready. I start my day each and every day with positive podcasts. I think it's so important to have my head on straight before I interact with the rest of the world. So I have positive intentions on my calendar to remind me every morning. I always think of at least 10 things I'm grateful for so that I can start the day with an attitude of gratitude. And I believe something wonderful is going to happen each and every day. And when you have that mindset, it's surprising how often that happens. Dress for success. It doesn't have to be super fancy, but there is something about how much better I know I personally feel if I take a few extra minutes just to get ready. It's a confidence builder. I'm going to have a little water. I like to listen as much as talk. So here we go. During the day, tackle your top priorities first. Be early for appointments. Don't be late. It shows that you care when you show up a little bit before you're expected. Prepare for the unexpected. If you're taking anything with technology into the world these days, have a backup plan. Make sure everything works. I know I was up an hour early, making sure that my cameras were on, my lighting was good, that I had reviewed what I was going to say today, and just be prepared. It's a way of showing the audience that you care. Say thank you to everyone you interact with. I have something that's posted on one of my walls that says, if the only thing you ever say is thank you, that's enough. And appreciate people. Thank them for their service. Whoever you interact with, show them that you care and appreciate them. Add value to everything and anything you do. Bring your best self to work. Be your best self during the day. It comes back times 10. At the end of the day, review the best parts of your day. Again, I listen to positive podcasts both morning and night. I keep my phone silenced once I'm in a place that I'm going to be sleeping. And great sleep can make all the difference. You need to be able to not be running on empty. Make sure your tank is full so that you can start each day ready to go. Summary, next slide. Know your why to stay focused and motivated. Keep going. Success doesn't always follow a straight line. Start and end your day with positivity and gratitude. Keep learning. It's a lifelong process. Appreciate all that you are and all that you have. And now it's your turn. What questions can I answer for you? And the final slide, thank you. I hope your days come easy, the moments pass slow, and each road leads you to where you want to go. Thank you for this privilege. My email is on the last slide. If I can answer any questions offline, I'm happy to as well. But I'm also available now if you'd like to ask me any.
Thank you so much, Jan, for the great presentation. I really loved stay focused and stay motivated. That's very true. So yes, this is very good and practical information. So, so here is the question from our audience. So, how can organizations more effectively support women in leadership roles to address the gender gap in executive positions?
Well, I can tell you we've come a long way from when I first started, but we still have a long way to go. I can tell you that I have worked in organizations where it was not healthy. It was not a healthy place for women to be. There were certainly good old boy clubs. There were, um, it was horrible at best. I'm thrilled to say that I have found an extraordinary global organization that takes to task um, DEI, inclusion of women, mentorship for all people. And at the end of the day, I feel very included, very able to go after the goals that I want to achieve within my organization. And, you can help be part of the change by putting your ideas out there. Sometimes they're not always well received, but you can plant seeds along the way. And if it really gets to be a place where you don't feel that you can grow and thrive, see what you can do to find a place that will appreciate and respect you for everything that you offer and bring to the table.
Whoever asked this question, so they got the answer. So thank you so much for the great presentation, Jan. So please share some love to by attending other sessions as well. So please join our next speaker session. She's already on the backstage. So her name is Inger Andres. So please join her session. Bye bye.
Thank you all. Bye bye.